Too many pillows. Fine. Still too many pillows.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today, me and my lovely husband will be telling you guys a story. Now girls, I'm gonna tell you how to get a man to propose to you in one day.
I was bored.
I get your green card. Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today, me and my lovely husband will be telling you guys a story. Now girls, I'm gonna tell you how to get a man to propose to you in one day.
I was bored.
I get your green card. I'm just joking. We are gonna tell you guys our USCIS story, how I get my green card and some of the process we went through. So I think we have a video where we meet and everything, and we got married like 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months after? Yeah, we got married like 6 months after. Not after we met, but 6 months after I come back up in the US. Okay, yeah, after me and Brian met, you all know I come over and I was there. We lived together for 6 months, then we decided to get married, and we start our paperwork.
Now we actually hired somebody to do our paperwork, which later on we realized if we go on there and just look at it, we actually were able to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's not that hard. Don't let people intimidate you. It actually isn't that bad. You just got to sit down and have the time to do it, because there's really not a whole lot. It's just asking you about yourself. You should know those answers, yeah?
Yeah, it's just simple question about yourself and your family. Like there was a couple question about your parent,
Yeah.
and my parent, just name, date of birth, and stuff like that.
It looks overwhelming because of all the print on the paper, but there's really not a whole lot to overwhelm you. It's more of your mindset than actually just doing it. If you just do it, you'll see that it's not as hard as everyone makes it out. They're usually making it sound like it's really, really hard,
right,
because they want your money.
Mm-hmm.
So just take the time, and if you do have questions, there are people out there that can do it for you if you need it. But if you just, settle down and look at it, you'll be fine.
And you know what, lots of people think that they have to go through lawyer, they have to get immigration lawyer. You see, as long as you come in the country legally, you won't need a lawyer. So anyway, after we get someone to do our paperwork, after she do it on the computer, then we realized that we could have done it ourselves, although we didn't really pay a lot still. But anyway, we
It took, literally sitting there asking questions for 10 minutes and she was done.
Yeah.
Most of the time was her getting up to go check on her children, and we were done in 10 minutes. She did a great job. She was a nice person, but it wasn't that we were overwhelmed thinking it would be a lot. When you think about immigration, oh my God,
Yeah.
As long as you're doing it right, doing it proper, you'll be fine. Just
And
take time.
it was our first time, so it's understandable to get someone to do it. After we put in our papers, we send up our paperwork, and then I think in 3 weeks time we got what do you call it? They got a receipt. We got a receipt that they receive our paperwork and everything is in process, and they will tell you everything. So if they made a mistake on the paperwork, then they will let you know. So it's very simple. And
yeah, you just make the corrections and send it back.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna come busting your door like you messed up. They'll be like,
Right,
fix
right.
this. You send it back, and everything's right. They accept it.
Yeah, and the USCIS, you can always, if you have questions, you can always call them, and they will talk to you. They're very good at that. They tell you everything you need to know, explain everything. I always think that they are strict, like police and stuff like that. They're not strict.
Well, you hear the horror stories, but they're very helpful. So that's
So it took us like 11 months total, and then we get our, after around 10 months we get a letter to go to do the biometrics, right? Yeah, we got a letter to do the biometrics, which we went to
Jacksonville.
Yeah, we went to Jacksonville, Florida. At the time we were living in Panama City, Florida. We went to Jacksonville, Florida, and do all that. They do fingerprints and pictures, and and then after that where did that go? After we do the fingerprints and pictures and everything, then we wait like another, was it like another 2 or 3 weeks?
I think it was a little bit longer than that when we went to Montgomery, yeah? Or did we go back to Jacksonville?
No, we got a letter after Jacksonville, after we do the fingerprints, to do our interview.
Oh, yeah. And that was after the hurricane, because we moved already.
Yeah, and at the time I was pregnant with Brian. I think I was like 5 to 6 months pregnant with Brie. So yeah, and we drive up to Montgomery, and when we reached the USCIS building, we were a bit early for appointments, and after we reached in, the first person they took in was Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went in there kind of confident, I was like, oh, no big deal, I know my wife. So he asked me one question. I was a little nervous still. I didn't know the correct answer. I don't even remember what the question was. I mean, I knew the answer, but not detailed. Second question got me. He goes, what's Tracy Ann's mom's name?
You never know the first one either.
Well, I knew it, but it wasn't like very detailed, and he wasn't really impressed with the answer. I don't remember what the question was, but I knew it. The second question, he goes, what's Tracy Ann's mom's name? And at this time, I'd only talked to her mom maybe 2-3 times. And it was always on face chat because she was still in Jamaica. And I looked at him, I was like, man, to tell you the truth, I haven't never met her, so I don't know. I said, Mom? So his response was, well, you don't know your wife very well, do you? I was like, well, I do, but you haven't asked any questions about my wife. And that probably wasn't the correct response. He didn't look very happy about that.
Suppose he'll make her get fear.
Well, then I listed all her brothers' names and then her sister's names. And then I went to some more questions. I got all those right. And he was like, all right, well, I'm going to call Tracy in. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. So afterward, they called in it was me and the 2 girls. Me, Tia, and Tish. And they called all 3 of us. And we went in. I was nervous at first, to be honest. I was like nervous. But after I went in and I see how the guy was, he was down to earth. He was so nice. I mean, I was not expecting that. He was really nice, and he started asking me, because obviously that time I was pregnant, so my belly was showing, and he asking about baby, and he's telling me his wife just have a baby and all of that. But it was nice. I think he just asked me like what kind of toothpaste we use, and you know, say if you and your husband live together, you must know what kind of toothpaste you use.
Yeah, he did ask me that too. Yeah.
He answered that too.
Yeah.
Yes, so that was one of the questions, and I think it was like not more than 3 questions he asked. Yeah.
He only asked you 3 questions?
And you get the grade.
Yeah, he asked me a lot of questions. I also got one question wrong about the mom or whatever. But yeah, he asked me a few and I got them right. Then he asked about the toothpaste. And at the time we were using 2 different toothpastes because after Hurricane Michael we didn't have...
Oh, yeah, your brother carried a bunch of toothpaste.
Yeah, so we lost everything in the hurricane. And my brother come down from Georgia and brought a bunch of supplies. Yeah. And she didn't like the flavor of toothpaste.
Yeah, one toothpaste. I think it was, I was like allergic to it.
Yeah,
so I was used. Yeah, but I told him that. And I think you told him the same thing. Yeah. So then he knows it.
Yeah, so he comes out after her questioning, and he actually comes out to the lobby and shakes my hand and says, from now on, just let her answer all the questions because you didn't do so well.
Yeah, but after we in there, and he said to Tia, I remember he said to Tia, say your stepdad is he's a good guy, and Tia said yes, he's a very good guy. And he asked the kids what school they go and little things like that. But he was so kind, and I was surprised. After all of us finish, when we come out, then he called back Brian, and I don't know what he said to Brian, but he shake Brian's hand.
Yeah, he did ask me one time during the interview, because when we lost everything in Hurricane Michael, we ended up moving up to Alabama, and I was driving an hour and a half to work every day. He's like, so y'all have a house, and y'all living together in Alabama, but you're still driving an hour and a half to work every day? I go, yeah. I was like, we had to do what we had to do, we didn't have nothing. And he was like, it wasn't real, it sounded like he believed me. So a year later, they got to do another interview or whatever, supposedly have to go, but he calls and he asked me one question. He says, where are you working? I said, well, I no longer work there. I work at CarMax here in Alabama. And they were like, oh, okay, well, that's great. He goes, somebody else had the question, which I knew it was probably him doing a follow-up to see what was going on, but that was the only question he asked. He liked the answer, and that was pretty much it. Yeah.
But with us, I was confident because there's no way someone would fail us. I was pregnant. We just bought a house.
Yeah, we had it. You were pregnant with another child, yeah.
No, it was Bree.
No, I'm talking about the year later. Remember whenever you called for that one question?
No, I'm never pregnant with Bree yet.
No, Bradley.
I'm never pregnant with Bradley.
No, Bradley?
I was pregnant with Bradley when we're doing the 10-year.
Oh, yeah.
But the 10-year, they waived it. So we didn't have to go for an interview for our 10-year visa, green card. Yeah.
So, yeah,
it's real simple.
It's the nerves that get in the way. If you just answer the questions, and you know each other, you'll know.
Right.
Even if you got someone dumb like me that just doesn't pay attention sometimes.
You see, we could have failed because of you.
But I got everything else right.
What would I do with you now?
Well,
send me back to Jamaica.
I guess I'll go back. I kind of liked Jamaica when we went. It was nice.
You alone can go. You alone can always go.
I think my favorite part was driving on the wrong side of the road.
That was fun, right?
It was fun. But yeah, y'all just, don't be nervous about it. They'll help you. Like I say, you have any questions, you just call the USCIS.
Yeah. You can ask them anything. They will give you details about everything. And yeah, so it took us 11 months to be exact. Yeah, it took us 11 months to get everything.
And next we'll be doing the citizenship test, won't we?
I'm not looking forward to that.
You said next year, which is only what?
I'm going to, but I'm not looking forward to it. So
it's only 19 days away.
Me said next year, but
next year is 19 days.
Wait, no, next year must. Next year must start studying.
Yeah, backtracking.
Cause right now, me not even know the national anthem.
Oh, you'll learn it.
Yeah, I don't. Probably I'm gonna do what Brian said. What you call it? Dual citizen.
Dual citizenship.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, we just want to have a little sit down chat with you.
I should do the same thing. Yeah.
What?
Dual citizenship. Oh, it ain't no difference. I mean,
why you fit do it? And you're American.
I'm just saying it'd be fun.
To be part.
I could learn Jamaican history.
You see, Jamaica history is simpler because America is so big.
I already know where the language came from.
Where?
From part Irish, part African.
No, not part Irish.
Well, that's what, yeah.
I think it's...
Yeah, because you sent me that link. You said it was like 1,600
Was it
Irish slaves.
or
yeah, it was Irish.
Asian or something like
Yeah, it was Irish and African.
Okay.
Yeah, they sent, 1,600 Irish slaves to Jamaica with the African slaves, and they made their own dollar.
So
we could be related.
Wouldn't that be the
What's up, sister?
Wouldn't that enough to call me sister?
Well, I mean, like sister, like blood relation.
I know that way I talk. You must have said that word there. You must have.
I mustn't, but we could be related.
Okay. Everyone in the world is related.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. So the next sit down chat we're gonna have is, so we jump through some hoop because we not tell them when we get to social and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, we didn't do that till after we moved. Well, after all that, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
we get the social like probably 3. Hold on. No, we get the social before. No, work permit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we get the work permit a couple months after we apply.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we get it way before we get the green card. So.
And then when you got your green card, then you got your social.
Yeah, but I couldn't work because I was pregnant at the time, and then the hurricane and all sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, all sort.
Also.
Yeah, we get a little break from the kids, so we just say, all right, make we do one little video for you guys. The next sit down chat we're gonna have is I'm gonna tell you guys how Brian proposed. Is Brian romantic?
No. Sometimes, but no.
Is Brian how did Brian propose? Did he get down on one knee? No, don't say that, because that's our next video. So next time, guys, you guys gonna hear if Brian go down on one knee or did he just get straight to the point? What kind of guy does Brian look like?
Not a good guy.
He look like somebody who can be romantic.
I can be, but I don't know if I was in and out.
You know, remember every detail. So we'll talk on the next video.
And if y'all have any questions, we'll try and answer them about the immigration paperwork or whatever. We're glad to help you if we can,
Yeah. So as I said, girls, all you have to do is go on that app. Go on that app. Plenty of fish, and you catch a fish.
Catch a fish.
Yeah, and these American men, they will ask you to marry them the same.
Because we're so tired of the American.
The first day they meet you. That's true. Right?
We actually hit it off pretty good. I kind of knew right when we met. Or, I mean, we talked for a while. And then we finally went out on a date. And I knew then for some reason. I just did.
Because I'm a good catch.
Well, you're something.
Why? Because I'm sweet?
You were then.
So I'm not sweet anymore?
Man, let me tell you. We'll have another video. You're great.
You sure?
If I don't, you're great.
You not just say it because I came out?
Well, I mean, you know, I think I feel a little more pressure than I did in the immigration office right now. She's very sweet. I love you.
I'm
too.
sweet. Love you too.
I like pretty lips too.
Me not go to
Okay.
lipstick.
Okay. Love you too.
Love you. So guys, it was nice sitting and chatting. We'll try to do this more often.
Yeah.
If you not see me do it more often, it's Brian's fault.
Okay. How's it my fault?
Hmm?
Huh?
Because me always want to do video and Brian is just Brian. So
I like, yeah. Okay.
Me take your word for it.
Let's do it.
We take his word for it, guys.
Did you show how pretty your Christmas tree was?
I did a video. See, you're not watching my vlogs.
I do. I watch them.
Me what? Me do one.
Oh, I did see that. Because I did see it. I did see it. I just, short-term memory day.
Alright, and you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. What else?
Subscribe.
Like, subscribe, and share. So we'll get back to a little misery now. We got a little break off them. Little freedom. So going back to them, we're gonna watch
It seems weird sitting on a couch and not being climbed on by two kids.
right. You know how long we not sit by ourselves in peace?
I kinda miss it already.
Oh God.
I like my kids.
I love our kids, but we don't have any time for ourselves. And alright, thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
If you have any questions, let us know.